What's going on, guys? Jacob Ober here. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about Aaron Jones and the impact that he's brought to the Green Bay Packers this season. As you guys know, the Packers are 8-2. Aaron Jones has had a phenomenal impact on the Packers this season, and he's one of the main reasons why the Packers are as good as they are, especially offensively. But really, I don't think that Aaron Jones is getting the kind of praise that he deserves around the NFL. Certainly amongst Packers fans. Packer fans know how valuable he is, and teams that play the Packers a lot, or that watch, or that, fans in markets that get the Packers a lot certainly know that how much of an impact this guy is making on the Packers. But around the league, it's kind of different. I think the MVP conversation around the league is more focused on Aaron Rodgers, and rightfully so. I certainly think Aaron Rodgers should be in that discussion, but I really want people to recognize what Aaron Jones is doing this year. Aaron Jones is having an amazing season so far for the Packers, and his rushing totals might not be, his rushing yard totals might not be like at the top of the list, but the impact that he's brought, just the threat of him in the backfield, and he's had to split carries with Jamal Williams as well. Currently, Aaron Jones has rushed for 589 yards, which doesn't seem like a whole lot until you factor in that Aaron Jones only has 135 attempts compared to some of the other guys around the top of the list who are closer to 200. So if Aaron Jones is getting the kind of workload that these guys are getting, he would certainly have, probably 800, 900 yards at this point. But the underrated point of Aaron Jones' game is the receiving aspect. He's got 35 receptions this year, 356 yards, 3 touchdowns through the air. He has made a huge impact on the Packers at receiving. Him and Jamal Williams combined have just been amazing in that area of the game. That's really what's allowed the Packers offense to click this season under Matt LaFleur. And I talked about this earlier before the season began, about how I thought that the running backs were going to be the key to the Packers' success this year, and that's what they've done this year. And Aaron Jones especially, the guy has, listen to this, he has 11 rushing touchdowns already. We're only into week 10. We still have, 6 or 7 weeks left to go. He's only going to add to that, and add those 3 touchdowns through the air. He's tied for the league lead with Christian McCaffrey for total touchdowns. I mean, I believe this is actually a Packers record, like through 10 weeks or something, like 14 total touchdowns. It's like the most that any other Packer player has ever had through that amount of games. But he could legitimately be looking at a 20 touchdown season. That doesn't happen very often in the NFL, like ever. Even for some of the greatest, like Randy Moss, his best season, 23 total touchdowns. Aaron Jones is looking at potentially, reaching that level. He's been that good, and I don't think he'll get anywhere close to, breaking a record, the record, which I think is I want to say 27 by maybe LaDainian Tomlinson or Sean Alexander. I know it was somebody early to mid 2000s who broke it. I think it was actually Sean Alexander who did it. I could be wrong. You guys can look that up after you're done watching this video. But still, he's moving into uncharted territory here, something that people in Packers history and even NFL history have rarely done or even never done. So his impact, his value, it's just so hard to replicate. You'd have to put Christian McCaffrey back there to have any sort of, you have to put him back there to replicate that kind of production. And Christian McCaffrey is probably a top 3 or 5 MVP candidate, if not top 2. Right now, though, I think right now it's probably between McCaffrey, Wilson, and Rodgers. But I really think that Aaron Jones should at least be in the conversation. And keep in mind, I'm not saying that Aaron Jones should be the MVP, but I think that he certainly should get some consideration because of what he's been doing. Like I said, 14 total touchdowns, no joke. We still got 6 or 7 weeks left to play in the NFL. So, he's looking at a potential 20 touchdown season, and that's so cool to have a player like that. And in previous seasons, you know, I knew that this guy's potential was through the roof, but I never really imagined 20 total touchdowns, you know. But he certainly can attain that mark, and I'm really, really glad that the Packers have a coach this year who knows what he's doing, knows how to utilize these backs, especially Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones coming to the season, he was a guy that was like right on my radar. He's like, this guy, I was like, this guy's going to have a breakout season. I just had a feeling with the, you know, the way that Matt LaFleur uses the running backs, that Aaron Jones is going to get a lot of touches, and Jamal Williams too. And Jamal Williams' production should not go unnoticed as well. He's done a phenomenal job as the second running back. I don't know his exact total numbers, but I know that he's certainly been extremely valuable as, you know, the second back in the LaFleur offense. But anyways, guys, so that's all I have to say in this episode. I just wanted to shed some light on Aaron Jones and his contributions to the Packers this season. Leave a comment in the comments section below. Do you agree with me? Do you think Aaron Jones should be in the MVP conversation? Leave a comment in the comments section below. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Go Pack, go.